Hello, everybody. There's been some confusion about finding a guru to help you on your spiritual path. Much of it due to old romanticized notions about gurus, disciples, and spiritual attainment. Who finds who? How do you tell a truly realized guru from a charlatan or one who just has intellectual clarity? Do you even need a guru? Is there even a you, a separate individual, who could make personal progress or attain personal enlightenment? Let's clear this up. Within the dream story, these supposedly separate from life characters, there appears to be this preoccupation with this thing called enlightenment, and so with paths and teachers. Illusory individuals think they are separate from life itself, and so they are experiencing their own personal suffering. Of course, naturally, they want to end this suffering, and they try to do so first through material means, accruing wealth, more love, more possessions, better health, etc. And when those prove insufficient, they may move on to striving for the end of suffering and permanent peace and joy promised through spiritual means. Naturally, they search for a supposed individual who has actually experienced this because, like learning tennis or piano or building a house, if you want to perfect a certain skill or experience, you naturally look to apprentice, to a master who has achieved the same thing. So when the illusory you character covets supreme enlightenment, an immediate subset of this search is sifting to see which masters have really attained this, and which are simply well-read, scripturally studied, or sagely wise about it, but still are experiencing only intellectual enlightenment, not the true dissolution of the illusory self. This, of course, can only give rise to the even deeper delusion of whether anybody is ever fully enlightened, partially enlightened, or just conceptually a wise sage. Then this big uprising ensues on discussions and on social media. Oh, that Osho or Rupert or Teja guy, they know a lot, but they're still just in intellectual awakening. They haven't really experienced final dissolution. Or Ramana Maharshi, now he's the real deal. Tony Parsons, Nisargadatta, or Adyashanti, they are really fully enlightened. As if it matters. There is no one. There are no illusory separate entities who either got deep clarity and an intellectual awakening or had some apparent radical full disillusion into no self. I appreciate how Tony Parsons starts every meeting with, if you've come here because you thought you were going to meet a truly enlightened guy and to get something from him, I'm absolutely not an enlightened person, and there is absolutely nothing on offer here. And I reiterate this same thing. And there is no one, no student, regardless of whom they learn from, what scripture they study or path they follow, or what level they appear to reach, who gets enlightened, even through sitting devotedly at the feet of this or that master, absorbing his every example or her every instruction, and judiciously practicing every tenet and technique offered. It's only life, lifing. And any appearance of a particular separate location that dissolved into full no-self never actually happened. Nothing happens. It would certainly never happen by cause and effect. Any cause, any practice, any transmitted wisdom, whether from a watered-down, intellectually realized one or a so-called fully awakened Jivan Mukta. As such, there isn't really any personal spiritual path. And whomever the illusory you finds or gravitates towards to be your mentor on this non-path really doesn't matter. Life as wise or intellectually clear, or life as simply life, having realized there's no personal self. Hang with whomever you want. Glean what you can of value from each one of them and move on. Don't take it too seriously or make any one mentor so significant. Since it's just life, lifing, not some real you choosing or willing, neither they nor you have any effect on the result, even if it seems like they and you did. There is no one. Just life, flowing, expressing, unfolding perfectly out of our hands. Does the absolute of there being no you, no guru, and no happening to you called enlightenment make you feel hopeless? Well, let's take a look at that in our next video, The Folly of Enlightenment, Part 2. Till then, come join us for our free and open Sunday satsangs or email for a private consultation. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.